What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to be talking about some of the channels I like that I draw inspiration from in hopes of inspiring you guys to go out and do the same. I'm going to be talking about YOUNGBLOODS, OBrien, and BRIEN, and how those three beat the YouTube algorithm. Let's dive into it. Before I get into what separates these different channels and how they've been able to grow the way they have, I first want to talk about some comparisons. First off, everyone on these channels, they're all incredibly charismatic. They're incredibly friendly. If you meet these guys in person, they're more than willing to come up to you, shake your hand, say what's up. And because of that, it's really allowed them to grow and connect and build that audience. Brody, Jimmy, and Ben are someone you can resonate with because at the end of the day, they're normal people just like us. They're following their dreams, chasing that passion, and they've just had a little bit more success than most people. But what's really incredible that all three have managed to do over the last couple years is as they've built that audience, they've not only been able to grow, but they've been able to inspire other people. Hell, I'm doing YouTube because of them. You know, I love what they do. I love the message they portray, and I think that's something we can all resonate with. That being said, let's talk about what really separates these guys. First off, we'll start with Brody and YOUNGBLOODS. Brody, I gotta say, I've been a big fan for the last couple years. Your videos have been nothing but entertaining, and I've always felt like I was going on that adventure with you. Your free and adventurous spirit really helps give the audience that sense of freedom and exploration. Like you're encountering something new for the first time. And especially like living here in the States, seeing some of the scenery and stuff that you guys have in Australia, it's absolutely fascinating. And secondly, I'm sure a lot of people know kind of the background of when you first started and how you got to where you are today. And for those of you who don't know, Brody used to work full-time, like I would imagine the majority of you guys do.
Put me in a position where I had to choose, and I unfortunately had to put in my resignation at work and focus on this. Quit my job.
He was just doing YouTube on the side, and as time progressed, it got to a point where he was stuck between a rock and a hard place, whether he wanted to, keep working full-time or pursue YouTube. And ultimately, he took that leap of faith and he followed his dreams. And as you guys can see, it's paid off tremendously. And it's definitely been a great inspiration for all of us. And as you watch his videos time and time again, in probably every single video, you'll see him show his gratitude and how appreciative he is of all the support.
Thank you guys so much for just watching me and supporting me. Thank you so much for supporting us. Thank you for giving this opportunity.
And all of his fans out there.
I'm Froffin.
Also, and this is something he kind of coined, it's the YBS fam, the YOUNGBLOODS fam. And this is basically his kind of tribe of quote-unquote followers that he's built that really support and love what he's doing. You know, he does sell merch, which obviously does help with, revenue and whatnot, but it really helps that audience feel connected to him and his purpose. And lastly, as you see right here, I mean, just some of the cinematography and, the shots and clips he gets of various nature it's phenomenal. He gets clips with whale sharks and hammerheads and all kinds of spearfishing. I mean, it's nothing but remarkable. It really helps you feel. He creates quite an immersive experience, and I think that's something that really helps connect him with his audience. That being said, Brody, keep doing your thing, man. We love your channel, and next up, we have the man, the myth, the legend, J.O.B., Jamie O'Brien. I've been watching you surf since day one, since I was a little grom. I gotta say, man, you've been a huge inspiration. One thing that definitely helped Jamie grow his channel and his audience is having that professional surfer background. So he grew up on the North Shore. He's won countless contests. I mean, the guy's a phenomenal athlete. And when he kind of transitioned from pro surfer to essentially pro fun haver, I think it really helped connect him with his audience. People like that he had that kind of sense of humility to go from this, incredible professional athlete to, a normal guy that just likes to have fun and kind of share his journeys. One thing that really sets apart his channel and his videos is the action. I mean, the guy's sponsored by Red Bull for a reason. From the massive, gnarliest shore break, hollow tubes at pipeline, to, just literally about anything, swamping, whatever. He does it all. It's so action-packed. It really gets your heart going. Because of all the action and point of view type shots he does get, it really helps you, the viewer, kind of feel immersive in that experience. It almost lets you and allows you to live out your professional surfer fantasies. When he's dropping down a bomb at pipeline and he's just super deep in a barrel and you're just looking out the tube like you're him. I mean, that's an incredible incredible feeling. It makes you want to go surf right down there. Again, another thing that is kind of similar to Brody and many other YouTubers is that whole building an audience and making them feel part of what you're doing. And for him, it's the Psych Squad. Psych counter. As you guys can see, he has fans. Every girl out there loves Jamie and what he's doing. I mean, he's such a fun, personable guy. At the end of the day, you know, he just wants to have fun and share his journey. And last and definitely not least, my dog, the biggest of dogs, Ben Gravy. Ben, I've been watching your channel for a few years, and I gotta say, you are probably the most inspiring person I've ever seen. You know, whether it's someone from the business world, celebrity, surfer, athlete, whatever. I mean, you are the definition of a role model. Ben, your journey of conquering sobriety has not only allowed you to grow and connect with people, but it's really allowed you to inspire people who, even if they aren't into surfing, you know, take part in what you do and appreciate the effort and the time you put in.
I tore my patellar tendon in my left knee. I'd most likely never be able to surf again. Hearing that changed me. It made me realize what was important. I decided it was time to make a change. I needed to be me. I went to Florida on a real deal soul searching mission. I left New Jersey vowing to never touch alcohol again. 5 years later, I'm still sober and still visiting the same surf breaks that I always enjoyed.
And I know we've talked about consistency already, but Ben is the definition of consistency as well. I mean, he posts vlogs every single day. And I know for a lot of people that doesn't really work, but for what Ben does and you know, the time he's able to put in, it works really well for him. And it definitely gives his audience consistent content to watch, and that's definitely allowed him to grow over the years. Another thing that's really helped Ben grow his channel is his support system. And this includes not only his fans, as you guys can see right here, he has a lot of them. I mean, everybody loves Ben Gravy. If you have a bad thing to say about Ben Gravy, you don't know him. Even if you just watch his videos and never met him in person, the guy is just a phenomenal human being. One of the most impactful parts of that support system, which would be his girlfriend, Jordan. She has been absolutely instrumental in kind of pushing Ben to follow his dreams and, you know, do what he loves to do. If you guys take something away from that, is build that support system. It'll help you grow exponentially. All right, guys, that comes to the end of the video. If you guys like what you saw and found it informative and inspiring, make sure you subscribe. That's what we're all about. We're trying to entertain and inspire. I know the video was a little bit different from what we normally do, but I figured this would be a good one to put out. There's someone out there that could find this very informative and incredibly helpful, and maybe even push them to start doing their own channel or to do anything they set their mind to. Because at the end of the day, your mind is the only thing that's gonna limit you. I'm gonna link all their channels down below in the description, so make sure you subscribe to them. Like I said, they all have phenomenal content they put out, and there's a reason they've had the success they've had. I'm also gonna link some of the top bullet points I talked about in this video that discussed why they've grown the way they have in the description as well. So after you've watched this, if you want to recap, go ahead and check that out down below. These are probably the top 3 guys that inspired me to start this channel and hopes of inspiring you guys as well. That being said, thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to live for today. We'll see you next time.